Okay, good morning folks. It is Nick Mulbauer here, and today we're going to talk about giant bluegill and what I do to find them. So there we go. Nice, beautiful, giant bluegill. Beautiful gill. Get that one back. And we'll talk about it. So the easiest way to find big bluegill, guys, is quite simply by pond hopping. Okay, every single pond has the capacity to grow fish differently, and you just got to pond hop to find those big bluegill. Different ponds just grow different sized fish, and some ponds can do it and some can't. I found out that this one has the capacity to grow giant gills. Let's see if we can pull up another one of these giant bluegill. There he goes. There we go. Into the weeds here. Just take it slow. And these things are big and mean and a lot of fun, guys. I don't even know if I want to flip these fellas, guys. Beautiful color on the breast of that fish. Not as big as the last, but still an absolutely gorgeous gill right there. And like I said, all I did was I pond hop. Beautiful gill. Now generally when I'm fishing for these bluegills, I usually always just use little red worms. I'll break them in half. Use the tail first so that the head stays alive longer. And in today's case, I'm rigging it onto a 1/32 ounce jig head because there is some stain, so having that little white jig head on there may or may not help those fish key in on that worm. And then I'll just throw it out there. I'll find depth and just have that jig hovering right off bottom. And like I mentioned, these fish are on bed, so they're in very shallow water. There's not a big water column to figure out here. And then I just drift that slip bobber in these open areas, and those fish will happen upon it. If the bite stops, they're there, I don't get one, I just move it a little bit and let it settle, and just keep doing that. Rinse, repeat, until I get bit. But I found very few things, or maybe nothing, that works better than a red worm. If the water's clear, I just use a plain hook, but with the stain, like I mentioned, I have that jig head to help those fish key in on that worm. And there he is. Here you go, folks. A really fun time with light tackle. Really fun. I don't know how you can grow out of big gills. Maybe a bluegill. When they're big, it's just so much fun. That's all there is to it, folks. Get yourself a little red worm, some light tackle, 16th ounce jig head or a plain hook on a slip bobber. In late May, June, find those bedding males and just go pond hopping, guys. Pond hopping, the way to find big bluegill. Just go from pond to pond, guys. That easy. If you find small bluegill, that's what it's going to likely be, is small bluegill. If you find big bluegill, they're going to be big bluegill. Get on it.
You know, pond hopping is probably not the answer you guys were probably looking for, but it is an answer nonetheless. In my experience, pond hopping is the quickest way to find giant bluegill, okay guys? It's just an easy way to find bigger fish because of the simple fact that different ponds grow different fish. And like I said, that could be bluegill, crappie, bass, you know, it's just that different bodies of water, not even ponds, but just different bodies of water grow fish differently. So that is really the fastest way I've found to find larger bluegill. I just jump from pond to pond to pond. These are HOAs, these are retention ponds in the suburbs. These ponds grow big bluegills, guys. You just gotta pay attention to what the rules are. Some HOAs let you fish, some don't. Some say catch and release only. In my area, you can fish these ponds, but you have to catch and release these big bluegill. And you know, if you're trying to keep the fish, then it's not very helpful. But nonetheless, I have found giant bluegill by hopping HOA and community retention ponds, guys. It's the same for bass, same for crappie. Some just grow them, guys. So that's the video, guys. Pond hop. Pond hop, pond hop, pond hop. Go find yourself a giant bluegill. I mean, it might not be getting out on that lake or whatever, but dang, if you're looking for a big bluegill and you just want to see one, just jump ponds. Big ones away. So I'll talk to you guys soon. A lot more content coming in the near future. A lot. See you soon, guys. Bye.